Welcome back to Wives on the Island. I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Jessica, and today we are going to catch up. We are going to discuss screen time for children, and then for pop culture, we are going to talk about the Super Bowl, and then Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And we're going to wrap it up with a quick Dancing with the Stars recap.
Yes.
So how have you been?
I'm definitely getting sick, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm pretty sure my kids both gave it to me because my son started with a runny nose, and then my daughter kind of got it. And I was like, please don't do this to me. But sure enough, the throat is not feeling great, and then kind of pressure in my ears. So I'm really hoping it's, 'tis the season to be getting sick. So I'm not thrilled about that. But it is what it is. I am struggling with potty training my daughter. I don't know what to do to get her to tell me when she has to go. I don't know how to make her understand the feeling, the urge to pee, because if I put her on the toilet every 30 minutes or so, she will go and she'll be fine the rest of the day. But then if she doesn't have to go, she'll still try to push it out. But if she doesn't have to go, then she gets mad at me. And I'm like, but girl, I don't know when you have to go. You have to tell me. So I'm struggling with that. Did your daughters have any issues with that? I don't know what to do.
No. I mean, because I did what you did. I put them on the toilet every 30 minutes. I think when they got older, it was like, oh, you could tell me you have to go. But I was just putting them on the toilet after.
Oh, so you think maybe she's too young?
She might be. I mean, she might be.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you're putting her on it, and then, I feel like they just automatically at some point recognize, I have to go potty. But because there's still accidents at this age, so I wasn't stressed. As long as I got them to the point of using the bathroom and getting used to not peeing in a diaper.
Yeah. Okay. Because with my son, and I know they always say girls are easier to potty train, it takes a long time for boys. That wasn't my case with my son. He was really quick to pick up on potty training. He was peeing in the toilet before he turned 2, and then going number 2, he turned 2 in September, and then by the end of October he was fully potty trained, the whole 9. And he rarely, maybe once or twice, had an accident out in public.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
he's give treats or do something when they use the potty?
I used to do the sticker charts. Mm-hmm. She literally could care less. She doesn't care. She's excited to put it on.
M&Ms? If you just give her an M&M every time she uses the bathroom?
I don't do that because I don't give the kids M&Ms. I don't think my son's ever had an M&M. I don't do treats. I know.
See, I did treats. And then if they pooped, if they pooped for a full week with no poop accidents, I would do a milkshake at Chick-fil-A. But they were a little bit older at that time, so they understood. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I was a treat person.
I feel and I know we were just kind of talking about this, I feel my daughter has to gain weight because she needs more calorie intake. And I feel maybe it's a my fault thing because I do feel I have a sensitive, I won't say bad, I have a sensitive relationship with food. Now, growing up, I was always very heavy, and my kids were bigger babies. My son was 10 pounds on the dot, my daughter 9 pounds, 6 ounces. And I remember being in the hospital. Granted, I was hormonal, so they're oh my God, look at this, toddler, look at this 10-pounder. And I literally was to my husband, I was they're calling my baby fat. They're all calling him fat. And I was he's going to grow up and everybody's going to say he's fat. Now, he's perfectly normal, even on the smaller side, his little shrimp. And so is my daughter. But my son didn't have goldfish until he started school when he was almost 3. Never had goldfish. Now my daughter's a different story because now my son knows about these things and she's interested. Right. And it is just easier on the go thing. So I do flex a little bit. But yeah, I don't think they've ever had M&Ms. Definitely not. I don't give them Skittles because I know that has a lot of this hazard. We're more of a dye-free house.
Okay.
Too. I try to do all that. So, but I do buy these
What
Mott's
about gummies?
Gummies.
How about
yeah,
gummy
I do
bears?
the Mott's gummies. So let me tell you, I do the Mott's gummies because they're there's no hazardous. Oh my God, again, my stroke. There's no hazardous additives in that. So I do give her those, but I'm if you go, I'll give you your gummies. And then she just refuses to go. And then she's like, give me my gummies. And I'm like, no. And she's like, like throwing herself on the floor. And then I'm like, it's a meltdown every time because then I won't give it to her. Or if I do give it to her, like, it defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose, yeah.
So I'm like, no, she just has like an emotional breakdown because she won't go and then I won't give it to her. So I'm like, I'm trying to like, I will bribe for the poop because I know that's difficult. We did that with my son. Every time he went in the bathroom, he pooped in the toilet. We had a whole like basket of Hot Wheels and he loved cars. And we're like, every time you have one, you go to the bathroom, you could pick a car out of the thing.
Basket.
And let me tell you, that whole month of October went to the bathroom on the toilet. And then he was done. And I was like, okay, this is your last one. I remember it was Halloween because it was October. Last day was Halloween. I was like, you pick your last car. It was a little Mickey Steamboat. And I was like, that's the end of it. And now my daughter, like, hasn't really gotten into something like that, like, hardcore enough for me to bribe her with. But I don't want to bribe for peeing because, like...
Yeah, I get that.
Like, just pee.
Peeing is pee, yeah.
Yeah, I will bribe with something. I'll figure out, like, a snack or something. Maybe, like, I don't know, I'll figure out something to bribe her with for the pooping because I understand. Or maybe I just gotta, like... I don't know, go to the dollar store and get like figurines or just something because I know she could do it. I do think she could do it, but maybe with the peeing with the urgency thing or the urge to pee, she's just struggling. Maybe she's just not old enough.
Yeah, I think so because when I used to do daycare and worked in a daycare, it was just timed that we just brought it to them. I don't remember when they actually were like, oh, I have to pee. You know what I mean? Because if they were outside, we would have to like stop playtime to bring them in because, you know, they're in their own world and they're not going to do it. Even if they feel the urge, they're not going to because they're having fun. So I think she might be just a little too young to notice that urge. So just keep doing it every 30 or 40 minutes and she should be good.
That makes me feel better because I was like, I don't know. Like there's really nothing I can do to make her feel this feeling. Like there's nothing I could do.
And you can't be like, it's going to feel like, you know, because how do you describe that?
I know. I mean, like she had an accident today. And then I was like, you know, when you feel it in your pee-pee, like it coming out, you have to tell mommy because that's like the best way to describe it, I feel like. Right. So I was like, I don't really know what to do here.
She just looked at you.
Yeah, she's like, I did pee-pee over there. I'm like, okay, let me go clean it up. You know, that's basically what I got from her. I was like, all right. Get there. Yeah, that's really like the only thing. But the other thing is on Saturday, she basically went the whole day. She had one diaper that she peed in for the whole day, and it was because we went to Disney on Ice.
Oh yes.
And we went all the way by you, and on the car ride back, I should have, when we left the restaurant that we went to, I should have had our pee, and I just didn't because it was getting a little wild with the kids, and we were like, okay, let's get in the car and go. And then it was like an hour drive back, and that's when she peed. But I feel like if I brought her at the restaurant before we left, we could have gone the whole day. Been fine. Yeah, but I took her, like, we got to the arena, I brought her in the bathroom, afterwards I brought her, she peed, and it was just, like, really good. But we did go to Disney on Ice, the kids loved it.
That's awesome.
I will say, my parents took me as a child to Disney on Ice. I feel like the production has definitely gone down. They used to do a lot more, like, of the aerial stuff, like, you know, with the... What is it called? What are those things called that they like put down from the ceilings? They even have like classes for it. It's like kind of like curtain things, and then you like wrap your body in it and you like swing yourself around. I think it's like
the aerial stuff? Like the Cirque du Soleil kind of thing?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They used to do that a lot more, I feel like, when I went and my parents took me. But this time it was like the Frozen section was literally just them skating around singing. Like that's it. And I was like, and they weren't even singing because they just do voiceover.
It's voiceover, yeah.
And I'm like,
were they excited though? Because they like Frozen.
Oh yeah. My son was super into the whole thing. My daughter was more like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, this is insane. Like, like blowing her mind. Like, she was so stunned. She was like, just the whole time. And I was like, are you okay? And she's like, and I'm like,
she's taking it all in.
Yeah, big time. But I mean, yeah, she loved it. They loved it. And I told you, like, right before we went to Disney on Ice, I told her about, like, I had her get familiar with Encanto and all those songs. And she really likes, like, Mirabelle right now, like the main character of Encanto. Like, at dinner today, she's like, play Bruno, play Bruno. And we're, like, singing.
That's my song right there.
I don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. So I do like that song too, not gonna lie. It's really good. But yeah, they enjoyed themselves. My husband and I enjoyed seeing them because it was just so nice to see their little faces.
See them be excited.
Yeah. I will say I didn't eat because we were just kind of like rushing around. Like my son had soccer that morning. I didn't eat lunch. And I got there and I smelled popcorn. I'm like, I love popcorn. I'm like, I gotta get a popcorn. Just $20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
$20 for popcorn. And I was like, and of course, like it came with like the souvenir bucket, and I'm like,
And you're like, what are you gonna do with the bucket?
Literally, I would have been like, kick rocks with the bucket and just give me $10 for the popcorn. I'll eat it out of the plastic bag. Like it's not that big of a deal, you know. That was my only thing. I was like, are you like? I thought it was 16 because I had a little sign that said 16, and I was like, what was $16 then? And I know like $4. What's the difference? But it felt better.
It does
at 16.
Yeah,
the 20 was too much.
Yeah, I had a friend who took her kids to, I think it was Disney on Ice, maybe like 2 years ago when it was there. Mm-hmm. And she said that she got her son one of the things that like spin.
Yeah.
She was like, it was like $60. And she goes, and the next day it was broken. It wouldn't spin anymore. That. And she was like, I wasted $60 on it. And I was like, that's what happens when you go to those things.
Yeah, I will say when we went to Disney, the first time we went to Disney, it was just obviously my son. It was only him. And we had my parents with us. And they bought him the little Mickey that like spins around with the lights and everything. And even the day they bought it, something wasn't right. It doesn't really spin, and it still doesn't. But I will not throw it away. I'm like, they spent so much money on that, and I like it's his first Disney trip. You know, I was like, we can't. So like, my daughter actually picked it up the other day, and she's like, hits the button, it just lights up, and then I just like flick it, and it spins, and it stops. And I'm like, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm like, we're not getting rid of this thing though. We can't. We're like locked in with it. So that was that. But that was really all I have going on. What about you? How's your butt?
My butt is doing a little bit better. So I went to a spine doctor to confirm what was wrong with me. And they confirmed, and they're going to have me do aqua therapy. So I'm super excited about that because, you know, I love the pool.
Yeah.
So
I'm jealous.
I know. I'm going on Tuesday for the intake. And I was like, do I bring my bathing suit? And the lady was like, no. And I was like, oh.
What do you mean?
Well, because it's just the intake. So she's going to make me like move and stretch and do and see what I need to do, you know, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
So, and then she will schedule the times. So it'll either be 1 or 2 days a week. And that's for 6 weeks. And I can't run for 6 weeks, which, you know, kind of throws a monkey wrench in all my plans. But I can't do anything high impact. I can't do anything that I sit down. So I can't do yoga. If I do yoga, I can't do like poses where I'm on my back or I'm sitting.
Which is a lot of them.
And then so he was like, you know, you just can't do high impact. And I was like, okay. So now I can walk though. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not fast though, because like I told you, I kind of wobble because I compensate. So like when I sit on like one butt cheek because it, like, you know, I try not to, and it throws off my hip. So now my hip is killing me. And I'm like putting like lidocaine on my hip, and I'm like, this sucks, you know? So it's like now when I walk, I kind of like,
oh my God, that was literally, that was me with the sea urchin because I couldn't like put my full weight on the one leg, and then I had to like compensate with the other side, and then the other side started hurting from all the pressure. So I totally understand.
It's rough. So people at work are like, what happened to you? And then I'm like, I broke my butt. You know what I mean? Like
you probably literally tell them that too, don't you?
I don't. Not at work. I say,
okay.
I got injured. That's what I say. I got injured. Now, if I know the person or I like the person, I'll be like, yeah, I fell on my butt and it broke. But for people I don't know, I won't. I'll be like, oh, I just hurt myself. I'm getting better.
You don't tell me you fractured your tailbone?
Not everybody needs to know that. You know, not like random people who are like, oh, are you okay? You're walking funny. I'm not gonna be like, yes, I fractured my tailbone, because then they want the story, and I don't want to have to tell the story
Oh,
75
that's true.
times.
That's true.
So I'm just like, oh, I just
understand.
injured myself. But yeah.
But
So
I feel like
it's-
people would still want to know how.
Yeah, well, if
Do
they
people
don't
not
ask,
ask
I
that?
won't. Some people don't. Some people don't. Some people do.
Well, I guess.
I did
Yeah,
have
I was
some
gonna say I
people like, well,
definitely.
how'd you do it? And I was like, well, I was
Yeah.
skating. And then one of the ladies that works with me, she was like, oh, that's rough. And I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you skate when you're 40. And she goes, yeah. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much been like my week has been doing that, like going to the doctors and figuring out my insurance and paying for all that. It's just a pain in the butt. You know how it is. It's like,
I do.
it's, we have the same insurance. So, then I called to make sure that my like HSA card has money so I could use that when I go. And because all of our doctor's appointments are so expensive. And I had to go get an extra x-ray because apparently when they burnt the CD from the x-ray, the CD didn't open. Like the x-ray didn't open. And I was like, who puts them on DVDs anymore? Like, just send them an email picture or something.
Yeah.
There's got to be a better way than this.
Or what are they called? The flash drives.
Yeah. Oh, a USB. That probably would have been
Yeah.
good, too. Yeah.
Oh my god, is
I
the
don't
flash drive like really
You
old?
did
Does that
sound
like
like
sound
that.
old? That sounds really old, right?
It does.
They don't know who
I feel
says
like
that.
a USB sounds old, too. Who uses
Anything
them
other than
anymore?
just emailing
Right.
sounds better.
Right. Or text it. Like, take a picture of the image and send it over. Like,
Yeah.
I
Put
don't
it in the
know, but-
cloud. Like,
Yeah. So it was nice though. But I have to say I went to Emory and over by me, and it was really nice. I was like, this is nice. Like they had like different bays that you go to, and then the guy was like right after my X-ray, he was like standing right there, and I was like, okay. It was very nice. So I was impressed.
good.
I'd never been there.
I mean, Emory is very notable, so
yes.
I'd hope
Yep.
so.
Yeah, and then I also have the doctor's appointment next week to have a consultation to get that bump on my arm removed.
Oh yes.
So I have that going on as well. So we'll see
You
how
are
that goes. Be at the
Booked
doctor's.
and big, booked and busy
You
at the
really
doctor's
struggling.
office. I'm struggling today. What the hell?
Are you
Listen.
every time I lean back, it hurts. I got to be careful.
3 nights of not having my husband around
I know.
has
When
been
you're
difficult for
solo-
me.
Yeah. Solo
Yes.
parenting sucks.
And I'm not even like real solo parenting because he is around in the morning to
Right.
help. But just like as soon as he leaves, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but the thing, I feel like at night is when the chaos happens. You know what I mean? Like, I could
100%.
deal with mornings. Chaos is at night.
Yeah.
Because they're tired, they have
Agreed.
things to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. I'd rather have them here at night than in the morning.
Yeah, me too. For sure.
Okay, let's go to our topic, which is screen time.
Yes.
I feel like this is bigger for you because I feel like I'm out of that screen time. But I definitely know that we have two different opinions. I raised my children differently than I feel like your kids coming up now. I feel like screen time was
Really?
different back then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know
feel
what I mean? Like
just-
screen time was
I
different.
feel like it just meant it. There's different. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I feel like we're kind of the same, but I guess, yeah, you don't have, when you're like, we're different, I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page with this, Jess, but
No,
I guess it's
we're on the same page with it. I mean, like, it was different when my kids were growing up than it is now with your kids growing up.
For
feel
sure. We definitely have a lot more access to the internet, things. And honestly, okay, so before I get into it, did you let your kids do screen time?
Yes, my kids, the TV was on when I was a stay-at-home mom and we lived in South Carolina. I feel that my kids were in front of the TV. I mean, the TV was always on. Now, a lot of times it wasn't what they wanted to watch, but the TV was on. And I did a lot of music videos. Like, it was a lot of music, and then it was, I probably shouldn't have watched this with my children in the room, but I watched Law & Order. It was a lot of Law & Order because I was a stay-at-home mom and it was on all the time. So my kids would be like, dun, dun, dun. You know what I mean? Like, but my kids played, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it was always on in the background.
Gotcha.
And then if I needed them to relax or they were fighting or something, then I would put on I would
what
put
they
on
wanted.
TV for them and they could watch it, but I didn't have to worry about, like, my kids didn't have iPads. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that wasn't a thing that they had or I had to deal with. So it was more just TV time.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah. So, okay, maybe that we are a little different because I never have the TV on. It's never on in background. We can go days without it, but we do have iPads but I really only limit my son to watching it like maybe like I try like 30 minutes a day. Sometimes it does go over when I have things to do or if we're trying to get things done around the house and my daughter take a nap or like, that's your time, like leave us alone for a little bit. Or I do put on the TV for my daughter because my issue with like an iPad is, and my son, when we first started doing this with my son, we noticed that like he would only watch like little snippets of videos and like move on to the next one. He couldn't, like, the short term attention span was so bad. And like, listen, you have to watch like a full video if you're gonna watch something. Like, watch it to the end, absorb what you're taking in. Like, don't just like, okay, like it was like a high, you know what I mean? Right. So with him now, he's able to understand that. So he watches like something in full. My daughter, I feel like, would just be like boom, boom, boom to the next one. Yeah. So we put something on the TV, like she likes Frozen. Mm-hmm. So we do like, thankfully they have like Frozen, but they also have like Frozen Fever or something like that, and it's like a 9-minute video of like a little like cartoon that they put together of a different story of Anna and Elsa and all the characters. And they have like a 27-minute of called like Olaf's Adventure, and it's like Olaf's own separate story. So they have all those little like side things that they have for Frozen that she watches, and I'll do that. But we do like the music videos, like we'll do all the Frozen music videos so they get used to the songs. The Lion right. King we've done, like all the popular ones, Moana. But my husband, and let me fact check this because we did get yelled at on TikTok. I didn't even tell you about this. We got yelled at for not fact checking something. I'll tell you about it later. So let me fact check this.
We don't need to fact check. This is our opinions and thoughts.
It was about the Dancing with the Stars thing.
Oh my God, get over it.
I know, literally. So my husband and I, when I was pregnant with my son, we listened to this book together because we did an audio book called Brain. Oh my God, Jess, what is wrong with me today? Brain Rules for a Baby by John Medina.
I recommended that for my brother because you told me about it.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. And it really gets into, and it's like all like science-based. There's no like opinions in it. It's just like data. And we listened to that, and it literally says, and I'm sure other people have said it too, there's zero benefit of having a child under 2 years old watch any sort of videos. If anything, it like does more harm than good. So with my son, we were like strict, like he didn't watch a thing at all before he was 2. I will say there was a little stint when he was 15 months. He did have to go to the hospital because of his asthma, and that was the only time that we had to bring the iPad because he was hooked up to this machine. He couldn't go anywhere, and we we brought the toys, we brought the puzzles, we brought the coloring, and he, we were there for 4 days. It gets old, so we did bring that, but that was the only time. After that, it was always when he was older, like after 2. Honestly, for him, maybe even 2.5. My daughter, definitely a little bit closer to 2 for sure. My daughter, it is a little more flexible because she sees her brother,
Right.
And it's really, really hard to say like, oh, you can't do it when he's doing it, but I do try to limit her a lot more. So like if she is napping, I'm like, that's the only time for him when you could, have your 30 minutes so she's not around that, and then we all play together as a family. But I do limit his time too because I want to spend time with him as well, and I want him to do other things than just watch. But I really think my husband and I do have a good balance with it. So we're not the type of people that bring iPads to like restaurants. Like I hate that. We really try to like talk to our kids at the dinner table, or just like we'll do like tic-tac-toe, we bring crayons, like we'll do all of that. I just feel like there's no need. So we just communicate with our kids. We try to keep them entertained with us. I don't find it necessary. We're not the type of people that like sit down in front of the TV. I know my husband was kind of that way, and I guess kind of I was too, to a certain extent. Like we had a little TV like on our, we didn't have an island, we had like a peninsula. It was like still attached. and there was a little TV there, but like sometimes we didn't turn it on. Sometimes we did, like, sports, news, things like that my parents wanted to watch. But like for me, I was never like, we need to be at the TV, be watching TV while we're eating. So did you guys ever do that?
No. And I wasn't raised that way. We didn't. Dinner time was like, growing up, we had one TV in the house, and it was in the basement. And if we wanted to watch it, we could watch it, like, my brother and I could watch it anytime we wanted. We didn't have like screen restrictions or anything like that, but it was only downstairs. And if my dad wanted to watch football, we only had one TV, so we watched football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my parents were very strict about dinner is family time. So we ate as a family. We didn't have TV. And we didn't watch TV while we eat. Now my parents are older and they do watch TV while they eat.
Yeah.
And I find that to be very rude because we weren't allowed to do it. But yeah, no, we never watched TV. We never ate with the TV on. And my mom was very big, kind of like you. We had my brother. I don't know, for one of his birthdays, got it's like a chalkboard, but it stood up like an easel, and you could paint, and it came with like paper and stuff. So my parents would, like, after we finished eating, we would do like hangman, or we would play games with it, like the chalkboard and stuff. And a lot of it was like, looking back on it, hangman is a good spelling game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, so they were like tricking us with doing stuff like that. And it was educational, but we were also spending time together as a family, because I don't remember a lot of watching TV during the school week. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays we watched, our share of TV, but I don't really remember watching. When we got older, we did, but as being younger, I don't remember watching TV. And that's how my kids are. I mean, like, even now, my kids I don't think they watch TV during the week. It's strictly they watch it on the weekend. It's just because I don't have it on. You know what I mean? Like, we eat dinner together, and the TV's never on. And then we will watch TV because of the way that it is. Like, my house is like an open setup. So if we're at the island on Sundays around playoffs, and like for basketball or football or even sometimes baseball, it'll be on, and we'll watch TV.
Gotcha.
But it's it. Like, my kids watched a lot of TV when they were younger, but then once school started, it was like they don't watch TV during the week. They have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And honestly, I want to say up until, that's still a limit. I'm sure we wouldn't be that strict now, as they got old. But it was an hour and a half of TV time. Like, they don't, you can do other things. Like, even Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they would wait until, like, they would do an hour and a half before bed. They'd be like, okay, this is the time we're going to bed. We'll watch TV for an hour and a half before bed, and then that was it. If they wanted to watch a movie, we'd let them, like, a 2-hour movie, 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
They could watch that. But we didn't, it was I feel like we were very strict up until, like I said, that's still the rule. It won't be like that when my oldest comes back from school, but that's how it was.
From college.
From college, yeah, but that's how they were, that's how it was in school. And it's, like you said, I'd rather them read a book. My kids are very, even, like, good. They used to go to the library every other weekend, get new books. They read, and they don't have computers in their room. They do homework, but they don't have just a computer set up in their room so that they could be on it at all times. The computer has to come downstairs at night. Same with their phone. Their phone doesn't sit in their room with them either. It comes downstairs on the counter.
I will say, so that was my parents' rule too for me. Like, I had to bring my phone downstairs. I could not keep it in my room. I hated that.
I know they
rule.
do. I know they do.
But it makes sense.
My
It does.
kids
It makes sense.
had it in their room once, and they were up till 2 in the morning, 3 in the
I
morning.
know, it totally.
And they don't want to get up in the morning, and so it's like, no, thank you.
Listen, as a parent now, I totally get it. As a teenager,
as a kid,
I hated my parents for
my
it.
daughter's like, this is so unfair. My other friends get to have their phone, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, that's nice that your other friends get to do that, but your other friends are also texting you at 2 in the morning. Like, for what?
It's kind of crazy.
A school night. It's a school night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I will say I'm like kind of the opposite. So we only really watch like TV during we don't even really watch TV. My son will watch like his YouTube videos because he is really into NASCAR, so he watches like replays of the races, or he likes watching like these kids play with their monster trucks. But he, like, he's so good. And he'll be like, let's do this. Like, he'll see them build a track and he's like, let's do it. And then we do it in, like, real time.
Right.
Like, he is kind of getting ideas from there. But we do it kind of like after school for him to wind down while my daughter's sleeping. And then we're like, we all kind of are like, after school. And then we're like, okay, 4 o'clock rolls around, she's awake, or even 3:30, she's awake. We do what we want to do. And that's kind of really it. And on the weekends, we really don't. That's like our family time, since my husband's working during the week, we are always doing something together.
Yeah.
And the only time, like you said, football, since my husband and, my son's into NASCAR, I got my husband into NASCAR, they'll do like the NASCAR races. But that's kind of always just like a background noise too. It's like they'll be playing and then they'll like check in, because there's like so many laps in NASCAR. It's like you're not gonna sit there and just watch these cars, so they kind of like go in and out with that. So it's like a good balance. I mean, I do wish sometimes like we cut it back a little more, because like sometimes I'm like, oh, I can finally like fold all the clothes, and he's like, oh, my 20, like even today, my 20 minutes is up. I'm like, do 5 more minutes. I need 5 more, so like I will say that. But like I really feel bad sometimes, because I feel like this topic can lead to judgment for parents judging other parents for this, because, and I hate to say like I judge, but like I can't help it, but like your under 2-year-old does not need to be watching TV screen. And like I get it, the Miss Rachel, all of that, okay, but like literally a short video then, like here and there. There's no reason.
I don't have a problem with kids watching TV at a young age, just because I feel like we did it, so it's like all of a sudden now it's
true.
bad. I don't see the big issue with screen time, like letting your kids watch TV, even if you let them watch it all day or it's on the TV in the background all day. I don't judge that. And I used to seriously judge the parents who bring the screen out to restaurants or grocery stores, or like your child now, watching, like learning about different things and understanding that not everybody's different. I don't mean this for children who have maybe autism, or
Gotcha.
you know what I mean, like children who I would say autistic children, or children that might have like just a disability of some sort. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like there are
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
there are some children who like autistic children who use their iPad to calm themselves or use it to communicate. So I've learned not to try very hard not to judge when I see children, because I'm like, well, what if they do have a disability, or what if there is something wrong? However, I know people who just put the iPad in front of their kids while they're eating breakfast, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think that you need that. You know what I mean? Like your kid, if you have a child that watches TV, that's cool. But just like when we were younger, we left the house.
Yeah.
They didn't have any way of watching TV while we were at the grocery store. Your kids should learn how to be out in the world and not need a device to be quiet. Like you can't have it babysit you. You know what I mean? Like I think that's where I judge. I don't judge screen time, letting kids watch TV at 1 or 2, because honestly, I don't like when my kids were 1 and 2, and if the TV was on, they didn't pay any attention to it. You know what I mean? Like it was just, like I said, I was watching TV and it was in the background, so they weren't watching it. They weren't paying attention to it. It wasn't anything exciting to them.
Yeah, I feel like that's different, like having like, and when I remember when my daughter was like a couple months old, when I was still pregnant with her, I started like my Vanderpump Rules. I watched it for the very first time, and like that, I feel like a couple months old, like they're not watching that.
Right.
But when you're specifically putting on like Coco Melon, I just feel like it I literally, because my daughter did see her brother watching it, because they're 3 years apart, so, basically 4 when she like came to, and we're like, we're overwhelmed.
Right.
Let's give it a try. And I just felt like it was like rotting my child's brain. I was like, I can't do this. Like, let's like, I don't need somebody to sing the ABCs to my child. Like I could sing the ABCs to my child, or I'll put on a toy, have them do like tummy time, or have them play with toys and press a button that sings and let me do it with them. So like, I don't know. Maybe it's because my husband and I are so big on like having them learn, and we want them to be like, just like learn as much as possible and open to that. I don't know. I just like, no, we're not gonna do that. I will say I wanted when my son was 2, he wasn't really talking, first child, and, you know, boy,
Right.
he just, like, wasn't really talking, and everybody was saying, like, oh, Miss Rachel, and I was like, okay, let me put on Miss Rachel, and I feel like maybe it did help him, but he was also 2, he was at the age where he, like, could
Right.
comprehend it. My daughter didn't need any assistance with talking, you know, like,
No, she did
she was
not.
ready to roll. So I don't know. I think it all just depends. But like I would never just like, you know what? Let's watch TV like together. Like I would never do that with my kids. I would be like, let's go play or let's go color, or let's go do
See,
this.
I loved
I don't know
watching
why.
TV. I loved
I mean, I
because
want to, but I
part
just
of
feel
me,
like it's not good.
yeah, see, I didn't have a problem with that. I would put on like Disney movies. Like this is oh, mommy loved this when she was little, and
Yeah.
we watched like I was growing up. Disney sing-alongs were like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Where it was just the video of all the different songs from the movies, and I had the VHS, and I went when my kids were younger. I found like the little DVDs for it, and we would watch it. We would sing, we would dance, you know what I mean? So it's like, I
Yeah.
look at
But
it
wait,
as
here's
if
my
it's
question.
an assisted thing, then, I mean, if you're doing it with them.
But wait, here's my question. How old were they? Were they under 2?
No, they were, no.
Okay,
I don't
that's
think
my
kids,
thing.
I think my kids, yeah, I think my oldest one was, she was under 2 when we watched, what was it that we would watch with her? She was a backyardigan. She loved the backyardigans.
Oh
And
my
so,
god, yeah, I remember that.
yeah, so we watched that, and she started watching it like maybe when she was like,
Like on the cusp of being 2.
yeah, like 18
See, like
months.
that, yeah, see, like that, I'm like, I can get away
Especially
with,
because,
but like,
but you also have to think about it though. My kids, and I'm not saying like my kids I worked, especially when my kids were younger. I worked at a high school, so my husband stayed home for a little bit at the beginning because he got laid off. So he stayed home with the kids for a little bit. And his dad was home, and his dad was retired. And his dad is the biggest Disney fan you'll ever meet. I don't know. He just loves Disney movies. So he puts it on like while he cooks.
yeah.
And, so they were always exposed to that at a young age. Like I said, I don't know that they were watching it, but it was,
Yeah.
again, on in the background. But he always, I want to say now, as old as my children are, and he still puts the Disney movies on. Like when
Yeah.
he's cooking breakfast or when he's doing stuff like that. So I feel like they were exposed at a young age, but again, after breakfast, they went out and played. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they read stories to them. And so to me, I feel like if there is a balance and they're not sitting in front of the TV all day, every day, it's not a big deal.
I do agree with that. I think there is a balance. I do think, like, obviously I told you about, like, my daughter's into, like, Encanto now. But, like, so I put that on for them. But now she's, a little over 2. My son is 5. I feel
Right.
like around 3 is, like, the really good age where I'm like, yeah, we could do, like, a little movie night here and there.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's not just, like, you can't just be sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And I'm just, like, I don't know, I guess because my husband and I were so hard on the no TV before 2 because there's just like no benefit. Like we just wanted to give our kids every opportunity there was
Right.
to like better themselves. So we were like really strict on that. And I mean, I don't want to brag, but I mean, look at my son.
Yeah.
He's like, my neighbor calls him like a little prodigy. He's just, there's something about him, and granted, that's just like who he is too. But like, we would like go to people's house, and they'd be like putting on the TV, putting on a movie, even now, and they're like, he's like, I'm gonna go play in the playroom, and I'm like, yeah, that's what we're here to do, play. Like, go ahead,
Right.
go play. We're not here to like watch a movie. But that's just, I mean, I understand every kid is different. Listen, growing up, I loved TV. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Like I would rot my summers away in my Nona's like basement watching TV. Like, you name it, I watched it. SVU, that show with Amanda Bynes, like 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, I could still watch TV, but my problem is I like watch too much of it once I
Right.
get into it, so I just like I can't. So like I totally get it, but I do just want to give my child's little brain, I want to mold it as best as I can, so that is why I just don't let them do it as much.
Yeah.
Again, now my kids are a little older, so
So it's a
I
little bit
am
different.
Yeah, but like you would have talked to me 3 years ago. My son
I
was
know.
0 to 2. I would have been. This would have been a very different conversation. I was like,
Yes.
Jess. But then again, that's also I can't even judge you because one, like none of this information we didn't know, like that this
Right,
was
but
day of a day. But you also didn't have like accessibility to everything like my kids have
yes.
accessibility to
Yeah.
to now, and
Yeah.
that's like I think
Because
the
that's how I look at it. I'm like, I don't see an issue because we were watching TV at that age. But I
yeah.
think the thing is that now the TV can travel with you, and that becomes
And what
damaging.
are you watching?
Yes, I was
That's the
watching. I
thing.
mean, shoot, when I was younger, I'm pretty sure it was like Young and the Restless. You know what I mean? Like, because my
I used to
grandmother
watch that
watched
too.
me, and you know what I mean. So she wasn't putting on kids' TV shows for me. I was watching The Price is Right and Young and the Restless and all of that kind of stuff.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Because my grandma watched me, and then my dad was very big on. He loves Disney too, but my dad Saturday morning cartoons. Me and him because he worked during the. You know what I mean? The week. Sometimes he worked nights. So Saturday mornings, me and him would go downstairs and we watch some cartoons or early morning, like you don't know this, but like Sharon Lois and Bram and like just different things they were like little learning things that were on like Disney or Winnie the Pooh. So
Yeah. You
and
know what, Jess?
I didn't see an issue with that because, but I think the issue is now that the electronics make it accessible for them to have it all the time, so they don't know what it's like to not to be outside children and find other things to do, and you know what I mean, like play sports and do
Yeah.
that kind of stuff because they are, kids who are I don't know this for a fact. It's an assumption, so don't fact check me because I don't know. But I assume that kids who are on their devices all the time and they bring it with them, then they might become like kids who play on the computer all the time instead of playing sports. And I don't think that that's a bad thing because you could make some very good money and you could become a coder and you could make good money on the computer and stuff like that. So I'm not judging, but I don't know that that's not what I wanted for my kids. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
wanted them to, I'd rather my kids read 75 books. You know what I mean? They might not want to go outside and play, but I'd rather
Yeah.
them read books than sit in front of the TV or sit on a computer.
Yeah,
And it's also
absolutely.
not good for their eyes. My kids have bad eyes to begin
Exactly.
with, and I feel like since COVID, when they had to be on a computer all the time because their eyes have gotten worse every year.
Interesting. Oh my god, I never thought about that.
So,
You just
yeah.
like my kids are not gonna like you for that statement because that
Sorry.
will sit with me. No, like I truly like I don't know. I guess because I always wanted kids like so bad. I just always wanted to do everything as possibly like I just wanted to do everything so well that I was like giving my child every opportunity. Just when my son was eating like purees, you can ask my sister-in-law. His nose literally turned orange because of the amount of nutrients he was getting, and my sister-in-law would be like, "Why is his nose like that?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I googled it, and it's because I was giving him so much. And my daughter didn't have that, but she still ate a good amount. Like she's a good eater. Like
Yes.
with all that stuff, she'll eat a wide variety. So like, but I always tried to. I'm like so strict with that. Like breakfast is like you have to have your protein in the morning, and then you have to have your fruits and your vegetables, and like I am so strict with that. Like my husband will be like, "Let's get pizza." I'm like, "Okay, and what are they gonna have for their protein?" And he's like, "Pizza." And I'm like, "No." Like
Oh,
you know,
see,
like I
ours,
just
we're not that. My husband is, what is the vegetable that they're having with pizza? Well, they could have pizza, but what vegetable are they having?
see. Yeah,
Are we
no.
getting a salad? Like, my husband is very big on,
Well,
like,
yeah, I do the vegetables too, but that's easier for my kids to eat. Like my kids will eat like
your kids don't
cucumbers,
eat
pepper.
pepperoni
No,
or sausage?
no, on the pizza. No, just straight. My daughter probably would. But that's not real protein, Jess. That don't count. That's processed.
It's protein. If you get the
I mean,
flat sausage, if you get it cut, like the real Italian
Ye-
flat sausage, then that's
Yes.
protein. That's protein.
I mean, my daughter would probably eat that. My son probably not. But no, they're so I always try to like I'll get like meatballs for it, and then I will always just like cut up peppers. Like tonight they had
Yeah.
zucchini. I'll throw it in the air fryer. My son will eat raw carrots. They'll both
Yeah, that's my
cucumbers
kids. My
is
kids
always
love vegetables.
Yeah.
They eat salads. My daughter used to take salads for lunch. That's how
Yeah.
much they love. So vegetables is I hate vegetables. I've always hated vegetables.
I know.
I eat them, but I
Yeah.
dislike every part of it while I'm eating them. But I started liking different things. Like I like zucchini if I put it in the air fryer. I like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? But I wasn't, we didn't eat vegetables growing up. Like we had green beans and broccoli with cheese on it. That's not a vegetable, but it's what I consider a vegetable. So we didn't eat a lot of vegetables, but my husband is very big on what kind of vegetable are we having with this? Like, where's the vegetable?
Yeah. Oh no, I try to incorporate all the food groups. Like I really do. Like in the morning it's protein, carb, and fruit. Lunch is fruit, vegetable, protein, and then dinner is I try to do vegetable, protein, like pasta, grilled cheese, rice, like a carb, starch, sweet
Right.
potato fries, sweet potatoes, potato, like something along those lines. That's like my strategy because I really try to get them to eat all those food groups. And then they have their snacks here and there, but like they'll do like a meat stick with a baby bell cheese or some apple slices, green beans, peppers, cucumbers. Like they will eat all of that. So I really just, I don't try, I don't have to
I
like
get
push
it.
too hard with the vegetables. But yeah, I just try to do everything that I can for them. And I do feel like right now with the access, we have two screens and we can go anywhere with them.
Right.
It is and it is probably like a me thing where I'm just like hyper, like I'm too overly like don't do that or don't like. But at the same time, I do let my kids do it.
Right.
But I'm never like watch. I don't know. We just like watch a movie, we watch the music videos, or like my
Right.
son watches like the videos that he wants to watch that are like niche to him, I guess. But like I do feel sometimes everybody's like, oh, everybody's like into Spider-Man, like Spidey and Friends. And my son's like, I don't know anything about that because he's just like, he doesn't watch it. Or there's
Right.
like Gabby's Dollhouse, and we don't know anything about that either. Like, we're like strict, like even Elmo, my mom got her little figurines of Elmo, but we'd never watched Sesame Street before.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
don't
Sesame
know.
Street wasn't anything I watched. My kids watched, and it was because I wasn't a fan. I like Elmo now. Like as an adult, I
Yeah.
find Elmo hysterically funny. So
I
I think
feel
if
like
my
he's
kids
hard
would
to
watch,
understand. Do you find that?
no,
Oh, you don't find
I
that he's
like
hard to like understand?
no, I like him because he kind of has adult humor, but the kids don't get it. So it's kind of like interesting for
Yeah.
it's interesting for adults. So that's why I like him. I'm again more of a Disney person. So
Me too.
we watched like Sophia the
Movies.
First and Doc McStuffins, and then we watched the movies and Mickey's Clubhouse. I love.
Yeah, we've done Mickey's Clubhouse for sure. And with my daughter specifically, she like really likes Minnie Mouse, and Minnie Mouse has like some spin off of her own, so we let her watch that every once in a while. We do also have to sit in a doctor's office now every other week for an hour, so she gets a little antsy after the first like 15-20 minutes. Again, that's her time to do it. I let her do it. But yeah, she tries that. And we do have this app called Khan Academy Kids that we did let my son play, and he's still, do you know about it?
I know about Khan Academy. I didn't know that they had an app for kids.
Yes, so they have an app, and it kind of teaches them like their letters. Like my son learned about syllables on that app,
Okay.
and it's just like very educational. So like I'm like, yeah, if you want to do that,
I think that's
more than
great.
welcome
I
to.
think anytime that you have and like my daughter, my youngest, she loved Diego because he taught you about
Oh, yeah.
animals. Like that was like her thing. Anything that you can teach her about animals, like we would watch like the animal documentaries about like the bears or the the big sea or whatever it was, and we
Yeah.
watch like those documentaries. So she was big on that. But
Yeah.
that was
I
it.
get it. I think there is still just like a limit. And I think the biggest thing, like even with my son's like teacher, because we had his parent teacher conference recently, and she's like, if they're done with their projects or whatever, at the end, she'll like, they can grab a puzzle, grab something to color with. She's like, but when it comes time to lunch and they're done, like they have to sit there until the time, allotted time is done. And sometimes they get a little antsy, but like we need to teach like our kids how to be like okay with like being bored. And I think that's
Right.
so true. Like
Because
we
they're
need
not
to know
anymore.
they're not. There's always something stimulating them. And I think it's just like, just let them go and like independent play. Like I love playing like with my kids. I mean, sometimes it's harder with my son because we're not into the same things. But like he could play by himself and entertain himself, and like I I think that's a good thing. We need to have them be okay with being bored or just like trying to entertain themselves. They're like, I can't deal with this, start coloring if you're at the table and you have crayons and stuff like that. Or talk to us, tell us how your day was after I asked you a million times and you told me you forgot what you did all day, at school. So I think those are like the big things about it. And I get it, like you want to have this like balance of, as a mom, to like not have to entertain your kid, like, as a stay-at-home mom, entertain your child 24/7 when you have like lunch and dinner and laundry and all this stuff to
cleaning.
And I will say it's like mostly meal times for me because, like, granted, I could do all the cleaning and folding and all that when the kids are asleep, right? It's the making their meals in real time that's like I need a minute. So I feel like that's when it would come in like handy the most. So I think it's just all about a balance. But like I'm sorry, like I'm going to stick to it. Like if your kid's under 2, there's no need. Give them toys. Like there is. That's just
toys. It's just good.
Or play with them, talk to them, go on a walk with them, or like there's so many things. Read books to them. Yes, 100%.
It's like super.
Go to the library. Yeah, so true. All right, that's. Okay. I feel like I just ranted about that whole segment.
A little bit, but that's okay.
But I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. You're passionate. You're passionate about it. That's all that matters. That's good. So
something else we're passionate about.
Yeah, some other pop culture, which we are super passionate about. Our first topic is Benito. So excited. He will be hosting the Super Bowl. I'm very excited about Bad Bunny. Are you excited? Are you?
I feel like he's like an odd performer for the Super Bowl. I'm excited. Like I'm excited, but like I feel like Super Bowl is not giving like Bad Bunny. You know what I mean?
I know. Well, it's this
just
year.
Like
or next year.
It is literally. No, I don't think it's a bad choice because he is such a big artist internationally, not just like in the U.S.
They said
or anything.
That's why the NFL did it, is because they're trying to go international. Because I don't know if you know this, they had like, I don't remember who it was, but they just played a game in Ireland.
Kansas City
week.
Did, yeah.
It was Kansas City. Okay.
It wasn't Kansas City. They did like maybe London, like couple, like in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and so they're trying to, and that's the whole point. They're trying to get international, I guess, people watching. They feel that international artists will bring in international. Fans, because they want to expand. That's the whole goal. They want to move out of just the U.S. and they want to put. That's what I heard. They want to put football teams in different countries. So that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't know.
I mean,
that's what I've heard.
Don't backtrack to us. Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I mean, like I said, I think he's a good performer. I think he's a good artist. I just don't know if like Bad Bunny, NFL, like I don't know if those two meet. I feel like more of like pop, country, dance, like something along those lines, or even like, I mean, it doesn't even matter who it is. Every single year, every time they announce it, they're like Kendrick Lamar. Like, I don't listen to that music, right? Everybody has their own opinions. Right. So like, while I think this is like the best fit, not really, but like I'm excited for it. Like I'm open to it. But I will say all of these ignorant people saying that he's not even a U.S. citizen. Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S. They're U.S. citizens. All of them.
ICE is not going to get him after he gets off stage because he is a U.S. citizen. So let's just learn something because it is part of the U.S. and they are citizens. So get over it. And I'm excited. Like I said, my hope is he brings Mark Anthony on. Because I love me some Mark Anthony. And if they're doing Puerto Rico, then hey, I know. That's my hope. A little bit of Mark Anthony.
Is Mark Anthony Puerto Rican?
Yes. Oh my God.
Is he really?
He is the king of Puerto Rico. Like, come on.
Really?
He is. Yes. Yes, he was. Did you not watch Bad Bunny streaming concert? He brought Mark Anthony out on stage. And I love me some Mark Anthony. So I am excited. That's my hopes. But he is, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, son of Puerto Rican parents. Okay. I don't know.
Aren't you Puerto Rican? You should know this. You should know this.
You know what? Mark Anthony was a little bit before my time. Remember, I'm 31.
Yes. Yes,
Like,
but you're yes, but
yeah,
you should still know this though. He's still coming out
I
with
feel
music.
like, yeah, but like, I don't speak Spanish. I understand it more than anything. And like, I don't know,
I
like,
don't
my Puerto
speak Spanish, but
Rican,
I sing Spanish. Like I
so
don't speak
funny.
it, but I sing it. I know Mark Anthony songs in Spanish. I have literally been binging on Bad Bunny songs so that I could learn
Yes.
them in time for the Super Bowl. Like I am on it. I don't know that I'm saying anything correctly, but
Yeah.
I will be singing it and I don't care. I am excited. And like you said, I get it. I don't know that the NFL is like the place for him, but I love it and I'm excited because again,
I'm open to it, yeah.
I watch the Super Bowl for the commercials and the halftime show.
Yeah.
Unless the Eagles are playing and then I could see Jalen Hurts. But that is yeah. So I don't care who's playing. I'm there for the commercials and the halftime show. So
Yeah.
anytime I could be entertained and I could dance, because even my daughter, she was like, my oldest daughter, the one who she likes to dance too. She goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have to learn all of these songs because this might be the songs that he." And I was like, "You have till February. We'll learn
Yeah.
them together." She goes, "I only know two of them." I was like, "You need to step your game up because I
Should
know
we go
more
to
than
Puerto Rico for a concert?
I don't think he's doing it anymore. I think he finished his residency
Oh, he
in Puerto
finished
Rico. I
it?
think he's moving around the world now. He's
Darn.
going around the world. So I'm excited, and I'm excited that we get to a Bad Bunny concert in America because he wasn't coming to America to do his
Yes.
concerts. So
Yes.
we will see him in America, and I'm excited about that. But I really do wish that I did go to his show in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do wish I do. I have a friend who went, and it looked like she had the time of her life. And
Yeah.
I was
I have a
like,
friend who went too.
yeah. But again, I don't know anything that they're saying, but
Wait, I know who you're talking about too, as I just
yeah.
said that. I was like, wait, I know somebody else who went, and I was like, wait, that's just...
Yeah.
Imagine we were talking about the same friend, but she's not really my friend. But no, I
Like,
was
yeah,
talking
know
about
her too,
somebody else.
but yeah, she did. She
Yeah.
went, and and she's Puerto Rican, and so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited usually about every halftime show. It really doesn't matter who it is because
Yeah.
it's the concert for me that I like.
Yeah, I feel like we always have to give the artist the opportunity to like show us what they got, and I really
Right.
like it's 15 minutes, if that.
Right.
Like to perform,
Right.
like it's really not that big of a deal. Like that's and plus if you're into the game and you don't like the halftime, like that's your time. Go get some food, go to
get
the
food, yeah.
bathroom, take a shower.
Talk to the
'cause,
people that are around you or something
Yeah.
if you're at a party or something.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Now,
it's not that serious.
yeah, no, we shouldn't hate. Because even if it was country music, guess what? I would figure out who the person was and I'd learn their songs and I'd be dancing to that too because that's just who I am as a person. And I do like country music, so it wouldn't bother me at all. But,
Yeah.
I wasn't thrilled when Katy Perry did it, but guess what? I sang all of her songs.
And she had Missy Elliott come out.
Yeah, Rihanna's was good, but, it's just it's the concert of the football game and I love it. So I'm excited
Yeah.
about it. But now let's get
Yeah.
to it because we haven't talked about this.
We haven't.
We have it. And the drama.
You have to like give me the like all the info because like I actually this just like crossed my desk today, really, because I've kind of been ignoring
Well,
it.
it
because
started
it's a
it started
lot.
like a day or two ago. So it's not like
Okay.
you've missed much. It
Okay.
didn't it started I don't know if it started yesterday or if it started the day before yesterday. So
Okay, so give us the-
our girl Cardi came out with a new CD and it's doing great numbers.
album.
She did. Album. Okay, sorry. I'm old. She came out with a new album. I call it a CD, but she came out with a new album called Am I the Drama? And apparently she is. So I love it. And she I don't know exactly how it started, but it was something like she tweeted her first like numbers and they were high and they were like I don't know what the number was and I don't want to get fact checked, but it was high and it was supposedly when she announced it she said it was like she was like the highest of a female rapper, right? So here comes Nicki
Yeah.
and Nicki she just starts with like she just starts calling her name. And Nicki, to me, is like the female Kanye. So a lot of the tweets didn't make sense because she was
Okay.
like, she called her Barney B, saying that she looks like Barney because she has like fake teeth. Then she was saying like, like you're trash. And she started talking about like Jay-Z and Beyonce being, and Cardi was like, why are you comparing yourself to me? You have been out for 15 years. We're not peers. Compare yourself to Drake, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, because you're not doing their numbers. But you always want to come for me. She was like, I was in high school when you came out. Like, back up is kind of like how she said it. And then that pissed Nicki off. So Nicki said more stuff. And then they started like throwing like pictures at each other. So then it was like Nicki had like a picture of Barney with like Cardi's wig on. So then,
wait, I did see a picture of like Jay-Z with a pink wig on. What was that about?
Yeah, that wasn't. Well, that might have been. I don't know. Cardi, Nicki might have done that because for some reason she keeps throwing Jay-Z in it, and then Cardi's like, "Girl, I'm not signed to Rock Nation. I don't know why you keep talking about Jay-Z. I'm not signed to them. Like,
yeah,
I have nothing to do with them." And then Cardi's like, "Girl, this is your son's birthday. Why are you like spending time roasting me on your son's birthday? Like, go cut his cake or do something like that."
Yeah.
Then Nicki said something about being a culture vulture.
I did see that.
And then like called her daughter a rat and a monkey.
That is...
But she only went after this. Two things. First of all, I'm all for a good rat beef. I love it. You know what I mean? Like I was young. I was the Biggie
Tupac
and Tupac.
Biggie,
yeah. Jay-Z and Nas. I am all for Kendrick and Drake. I love a good rat beef. I do not like rat beef when you bring children into it. I don't like when children. I feel like your children should be off limits. But
I agree.
But she only talked about her
tweet.
daughters. She's only talked about her daughters. But she called her kids monkeys and rats. She called them roaches. She said that she would kick Culture's gums back in. Yeah, like just horrible stuff. Like just
that's really
crazy. Horrible things. And then Cardi was like, then Cardi talked about her son because I don't know, it's alleged. I don't know if this is true, but Cardi says that her son is 5 years old and can't speak. So she's like, he's probably messed up because of all the drugs you did while you were pregnant with her.
I did see that.
And then she was like, you're just... She was talking about like, you're just mad that I'm pregnant because you have fertility issues and blah blah. And then Nicki Minaj was like, oh, fertility's not a joke. There's a lot of women who have, and I don't have fertility issues. And then Cardi started talking about how like your husband's a rapist of 12-year-old girls, and your brother's a pedophile, and like I'm pretty sure your dad touched you and you blame your mom for it. Like it really got ugly. It went left very fast. But I feel like Nicki needs to stop. She really is the female. She is the female Kanye. Like, I don't understand when you are. And they gave her, the Breakfast Club gave her Donkey of the Day.
Who, Nicki or Cardi?
Nicki, because of bringing
Did
you see that? Yeah.
I saw Cardi B then went after Charlamagne the God about how he apparently like had some essays
no, that
against...
was Nicki went after him.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nicki went after him. Was like, you have like all these essays against...
Did you bleach? She said you bleached your skin. Did you bleach your penis? And he's like, what? Yeah. And she went after everybody on the Breakfast Club. And this was before that he gave her Donkey of the Day. He gave her Donkey of the Day today. So it's just been a hot mess. But like I said, I don't understand. You are Nicki Minaj. And while I was a fan of her old stuff, I, again, grew up at a different time where she's not my favorite female rapper. I am Lil' Kim over Nicki. She's good. You know what I mean? She was good. She set the bar high for, these girls coming out, and she was talking trash about, she literally talked trash about Meg Thee Stallion's mom, knowing that Meg Thee Stallion's mom is dead. She has she attacks people, and then she's like, oh, there's evil spirits around me. And I'm like, yeah, you're bringing them in by talking trash about people. Like, I think she needs help.
Like, is she just trying to stay relevant? So, like,
she's coming out with a CD on March something of 2026.
Oh, what?
That's what she keeps putting on after she does all these disgusting tweets. She's like, Queen's album is dropping in March of 2026.
A CD.
An album. Shut up. You know what? I'm going to call it a CD because that's what it was. It's like if my parents said record, it's a record. Yeah. But for me, it's a CD. So yeah, you call it an album because it's in the cloud, but I used to buy the CDs for it.
I used to buy CDs too, but like I've adapted.
I have not. I still call them CDs.
No, but I do put it on my phone, so it's not like I buy CDs. I know. But, like, so, like, Nicki Minaj, like, is my little Kim, you know, because that's
Yes,
who
I
I
get that.
grew up
Right.
with. So, like,
Yeah.
and Cardi B's not. She's more of, like, probably, like, the Gen Zers.
She's probably like my
But,
kid's little Kim.
yeah. But my issue is, it's like, you, like, she's right. Like, her numbers were better. She is, like, and nobody's taking that away from you, but now it's time to, like, move on. And, like, now it's
Right.
Cardi B's turn, and it's kind of like, you said it perfectly. She's, like, the female Kanye. It's, like, it sucks when, like, such a icon, like, just tarnishes their name. And
Yes.
it's, like, for what? It's not
Right.
even like, oh, their music is, like, bad now. It's like, no, this person's going crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just, like, just puts a whole... It doesn't
It
give
makes you
the
look
same...
at them different. It's like they're hurting their own reputation. And it's like, dude, you're attacking children? Like, you can't attack children. I'm all for, like I said, I'm all for good rap beef. If you guys want to call each other hoes and go after each other and, you know, say you're ugly, she slept with this person, like, all of that stuff, like,
But the
I get
thing-
it.
I get it
But
too, but the
don't
thing
go
is,
after your
nobody
children.
said anything to Nicki Minaj about it. Like,
No.
Cardi's beef is with Bia.
Right.
You know, she's
And
having that
JT.
whole thing. Yeah, so,
Like,
and
it's
now,
like-
like, Nicki
yeah.
Minaj is asserting herself, and it's like, nobody was even talking about you, but maybe
Right.
that's what she wants. Maybe she wants people to be...
And maybe she does want that, you
Talking
know.
about
And then JT jumped in it, and I'm like, just ma'am, sit down. You are not on their level. Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't. And Cardi actually, they released her numbers, and she actually, I think Kelly Rowland, which I thought was very interesting. Kelly Rowland put out something like, "Congratulations to Cardi, first." I don't know if it was. I don't remember what the thing was, but she hit numbers, and she was higher than Nicki. Like, her numbers hit higher than Nicki's for, I guess, the album. I don't know what the numbers were. I'm not going to do that, but that, so Kelly Rowland had posted it. And so it's just like, I don't know, just don't bring children into it, and don't tarnish who you are. You are Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And even Charlemagne said it on the Donkey of the Day. He was like, you set the bar. These girls have to now not hit the bar or go
Yeah.
above the bar, because that's the only way. Just like you set the bar and you feel that you are above Lil Kim, so now Cardi has to be a little bit, or the next Nicki is going to be higher than you, because that's just
Yeah.
how it goes. You don't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You don't stay on top forever. Let it. But it's like, don't be bitter. Don't be bitter because you got old.
Yeah,
And then the
you
other
should
thing
be,
I
like,
found
happy.
out in my, I didn't know this, and I don't know if it's, I have like age blindness, but to me everybody's in their like 20s, right?
Yeah.
They were. She's my age.
Who, Nicki
Like,
Minaj?
can you imagine? Yes, can you imagine me getting on Twitter and having a
No.
fight with you? You know what I
I
mean?
thought she was,
on
like,
Twitter?
36.
No, they said, Charlemagne said she was 42. Now, maybe she's
Wow.
not. Maybe he called her 42. But
Oh my god, as an insult? Jessica, would you take insults
that
to
would hurt my feelings. That would hurt my feelings. But
Let's
Charlemagne's
see.
almost like 49, so I don't see him. I'm trying to skip it like that.
Wow, 49 is... Whoa. She is 42, but she will
Yes.
be 43 in December because she's 82, and I know you're...
83. Yeah. So
Yeah.
at her big age, she needs to be off of it. First of all, you need to be off of Twitter. Like, just get off of it. Raise your child and have fun. If you're happy in your life, like, and then it's
Yeah.
another thing. It's like Kanye. Why do you not have? Why is somebody not there to take your phone away? Like, who's
Yeah.
allowing this? You have a husband. Your husband, my husband would grab the phone and beat me with it if I was acting like a fool like this and I was famous. You know what I mean? Like, you have to
Yeah.
have somebody in your team that's like, this is not okay.
Yeah. And I feel like if she was smart about it and, like, she befriended Nicki, like, they could have done, like, how her and Megan did, you know, songs together and, like,
Or,
that.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Or, like, WAP and, like, brought her up with her, give her, like,
but she
you
won't.
know,
She like hates
visibility.
women rappers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? You got to let it go. You know what I mean? You're not.
We're not in our 20s anymore.
Yeah, and you're just not. The kids aren't. You're not relevant to
Listening
them.
to.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Well,
just.
she's not really putting out music either, so
That's
why
what I'm
would she
saying.
be?
When was the
you
last
know?
time When was the last time she came out with something? A long
Good?
time.
Pink Friday.
Yeah, Pink
Yeah.
Friday. But even, I mean, yeah. And like I said, I like some Nicki songs. She's not even in my top 5 of women rappers. I don't think in mine. But she might be 5 or 6. But she's not like, I don't know, she might be 6. But
I feel
you
like,
know what
but
I
you
mean?
have, your generation has a good, like,
Yeah.
good
Different
bunch
people.
to choose from.
Yes.
Too.
But again, yours was like, because my kids loved Nicki for a long time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were Nick. My youngest daughter is not. She thinks Cardi's trash. She's like, I don't like her.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she listens to my daughter listens to the rap music that I grew up with. Like, she like
Yeah.
was old school hip hop and R&B. But she's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not a fan. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I love her.
I
So.
mean, even with the Cardi B stuff though, like it just like I don't know. Did you see like she released like a trailer for Am I the Drama, and it was like back behind the scenes thing, and you should watch it. And I hate to say this, she just seems like very difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like very diva. And like when I see that, I'm like, Nicki, like let her bury herself because I think she
Right.
could do it. You know, like you
Right.
don't need to be involved. Like she'll let her.
I mean, we talked about it before. There are ups and downs that we like her, and then sometimes we're like, okay, that's enough. And then it's like, oh, I like her again, and then it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's enough. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I feel
like,
like sometimes
it'll
she can
happen.
be unlikable. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes she can, but it's like, girl, you are being unlikable, and people are going to take her side because of how unlikable you are. So
Agreed.
that was the drama. So there
Yeah,
was
that's-
drama. Yeah.
See right there.
Yep. Okay, and now let's wrap it up because I know we're getting a little long in here, but let's wrap it up with our Dancing with the Stars.
Jess, I hated this episode. At going into it, I had such high hopes because I'm like, oh, TikTok night, it's gonna be so much fun, and I just hated it.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't TikTok-y. I thought it was going to be more like TikTok.
I thought it's weird because like some dances, like Jen's, had like a little TikTok move in there, and then other dances like Elaine and Alan's, there wasn't one TikTok move in there from that song. So I'm like, what's the point? And then, you know, I love Robert Irwin, and I think like he is the winner. The song choice was so bad for his dance. I mean, it was just like the song, because obviously they sing their songs in their own version. It wasn't good. It's like, and I watch Sharna. She was a pro on there, and she actually does like, she's a judge on the Australia's like Dancing with the Stars. And she was like, there was no salsa, because that's the dance that Robert and Whitney were dancing. There was no salsa because like you really, like the song choice, like it was so hard. And there's so many other trending songs on TikTok that you could have picked a lot of other ones. And like there was only like 3 on this that I was like,
done the. If you're gonna do salsa, you could have at least picked that Spanish. What's the one that we did for the? Remember we did it for
Azul
the thing?
from
Yeah.
J Balvin. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have done that. Like
That
if
would have
you're
been
gonna-
like, so, yeah. Oh my
'cause then they
God,
could have done
yes.
it. But I do
That
have to
would have
say,
been perfect.
his was. I know I didn't like the song choice, but I thought he
Robert's?
did so good, Robert. And
Yeah,
I
mean,
did. My one feedback was keep your shirt on because you're 12, and I don't need to see it. But but he did so good. Like I was proud of him. I didn't think he
You know
was
what it
wonderfully great, but I thought I think it's because I like him, and I think he's gonna win.
No,
I
I
like him.
think he did well from what Whitney gave him. I just think that like Whitney was dealt a bad hand because like what was with the song choice and then to
Yeah,
the
the song was
salsa.
trash.
I was like, it was just a horrible choice. We're not gonna go over every single one
Everybody,
because
no.
like we said, this episode just low key pissed us off
Yes.
from beginning to end. But like really quick, Jen's, I'm like, okay, maybe we will go through everyone because like I do have like a bone to pick with all these. I don't like Jan. Like I'm just like not
Really?
feeling him. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about him where I feel like his choreo is not like.
It's not
And
up
granted,
to par.
he is. You know what I think? Jen has real potential, and I feel like somebody like Hilaria would be good with Jan because she's easy to mold. Like she knows what she's doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where Jen
Yeah.
has potential, but she needs a good teacher. And this is his first time, and he doesn't really know how to teach somebody. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
I mean, I feel like she does it well, but I just like, I don't know, there's something missing, and it's really not from her, I feel like. I don't
Right.
know.
Okay. I thought I was disappointed in. So I was disappointed in her score because I thought she did great. Like, I think I understand that we're not supposed to look at the professional, like, because they're the dancers. So, like, when you watch her dance, I thought she did great. I was,
Agreed.
I thought she did great. So I'm like, I didn't think her score, knowing that, and I think this is where it was. So I'm going to be honest. I watched it on YouTube because I couldn't sit through all of the stuff, like the thing. So I literally just watched everybody's on YouTube. I saw Scott and Riley first. And I was not a fan of it. And when they got a 22 and Jen got a 19, I was like, I thought she was better than Scott. If you're looking at the dancer, like, I think my issue is I feel like the boys, they score the girls harder and they don't score the boys that hard because the boys are just literally sometimes just walking. Like, if you walk and shake your hips,
the first time?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I understand that Andy has a following of fans, but he literally walked the whole time. Now, do I love that he looks like he's having a great time and he looks like he's a lot of fun to work with? I love that. I don't want him to go because he really is just, he's like because he's an older gentleman and I love me some older guys. And he looks so happy to be there. He's like our Papa Jack. You know what I mean? Like, he's just happy to be there. And I love that for him. But he doesn't deserve to be there because he's literally just walking.
But, I mean, he is getting a little better every time.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I really struggle with the scores because, like I said, if you look at just the celebrity, and that's why when I text you, I was like, I'm going to stop watching this. One, because my whole team is going to be gone. But two, it's because it pisses me off because I'm like, Scott sucks. I don't care what anybody says. He did better today because he wasn't with his partner. He did a lot of just by himself dancing, and anybody can do that. But when he's paired with his partner, he doesn't move well with them. And I'm like, how does he keep getting these high scores? And then you have somebody who, like Jen, who did great as a dancer. She did great. And she got a 19. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah, Scott, I don't know that song. So I don't know. I could take it or leave it. I think he'll be going home next, to be honest. So, yeah, for me, I'm like to the point where like just give me the last four people. I don't even need to just give me the last four. Give me the finals. Give me semifinals and the finale. That's all I need.
I'm excited.
Because I'm kind of getting. Yeah, I mean, Topanga. Like, as much as I love her,
she was boring.
Yeah, it is. That's like the perfect word. It's so like boring. It's like she's so cute.
She is, boring. But it was boring. But I did like the shout out that they did. Did you notice that she had a Sabrina Carpenter song and Sabrina Carpenter was in Girl Meets World?
I watched the whole show, so the package they talked about.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
I'm telling you, just start it a half an hour early, and you can fast forward through all of the commercials.
Remember, I told you I wasn't feeling good, so I went to sleep on Tuesday. So I had woken up.
You could rewatch it. On Disney Plus, you could still watch it.
Oh, can
and then just fast forward.
You could fast forward. Okay. So then that's what I'll do next week because I literally just watched it on. So I didn't know that. Yeah. But I was like, oh, how cute is that? And I was like, oh. But I still think, I know they keep talking about like, and I'm not a pro judge, but you know how they kept saying like she's weak in the arms?
Oh, yeah.
Like, she was still weak in the arms this time. I was like, ma'am, your posture is not good. Like, you're not getting better that way. But
I'm not a pro either, and I didn't notice it bad or good. I'm just like, it looks good for me, but it's like,
I thought Alex and Val did great.
Alex and Val did really great.
They did great.
Again, I hate the song choice. Oh my god, like I hated her song. Out of all the songs to give the TikTok queen, you give her like that song. I feel like if anything, Elaine and Alex should have switched their songs, and Alex should have got gnarly because it's like that's like Cat's Eye, like it's like a Gen Z pop girl thing, and like that would have been perfect for Alex. I thought
Elaine, I didn't know where to look. There was a lot going on with the lights. And then the outfits, I was like, what is happening? Like, I just kept like, I was like, if I got seizures, it would be at that one because it was like, there was just so much happening. And I was like, this is a lot. It was a lot.
And again, not one TikTok move. And that's why I was so confused,
No.
because for like specifically for Elaine's, it's like you're not including any TikTok moves. So why have the song
Right.
just, and that doesn't really go with the dance style. So just pick whatever you want. Like just do it
Right.
a normal night. Like it doesn't have to, like, you know, I was so confused by that. Hilaria pissed me
I
off
hate
because
the
she,
faces that she makes at the camera.
you know, you didn't watch the packages then, and she was like talking about herself, about how she went viral with for this sound with Alec or whatever, and I'm like, no, she didn't. Like nobody knows. Like I was watching, I was like, what is she talking about? This lady literally thinks she went viral. She did not go viral. I don't even know what she's talking
No, she
about.
went viral because she thinks she's Hispanic and she's not. That's what she went viral.
Yeah, I did like Jordan's. It was great. You
Yes,
know,
hers was wonderful.
performance wise. Dylan, it was good. I just think there's certain dance types, like I felt like the foxtrot. There's some other ones like the jive. What is it? Is it the tango? There's one that whatever Robert did last week. I think it was a tango. Like those are like fun dances. Like I like
Yes.
those kind of dances. This week's were kind of like lame. I didn't like the dance styles, like the cha cha cha. Like I don't know. I wasn't like feeling any of it. So I just like, I wasn't happy. Whitney, while I thought she did great, at the same time I didn't like it.
You didn't?
Like,
First of all, I love
no.
it because it was to Mystical Shake Your Ass, and that is my song.
Can they even say ass on TV?
They did.
They did, but like I didn't know they could say that.
Yeah.
And
I feel
and,
like,
like-
right now it's gotten, yeah.
Also, Whitney is literally so skinny. She's so
She
skinny.
is. She
She's
is.
she's a
they-
little too skinny.
I don't know, and I'm not a avid watcher of Dancing with the Stars, but I've always heard that
Not this
the
early.
celebrities, not this early, I was going to
Not
say, I
this
always heard
early.
that they've lost weight. They lose
Do you
weight
know
from
who
all the
Lele
practice.
Pons is?
No.
Okay, she's like, she was on Vine when Vine was like a big app, and she became really like YouTube, whatever. She started at a normal weight, and then she made it, I want to say, like pretty far. And you saw the progression as the weeks went by. This is week
But
30.
I also think that I think she is very skinny.
I think she prepped herself.
I don't
though,
know
too.
I don't know that we knew Whitney when she wasn't skinny because she was postpartum every time that we
True,
started
true,
watching
true.
her. So we
This
don't
is
know
true.
because remember she was a dancer her whole life. So we don't know what Whitney looked
Yes.
like before kids. So she might just be this might be what she looks like all the time because she was a dancer.
Jessica, that is so true. I take back everything I said, Whitney. You look great, whether or not, like, because you know what? You're so right. Because, like, I feel like I have lost a lot of weight too. And everybody's like, oh my God, you're so skinny. And I'm like, thank you. But, like, this is what I was before I had kids. This is what I looked
Right.
like before I had kids. So I'm like, I'm really not. Like, this is just me.
Right.
I've just, like, for the past 5 years, I've been, like, pregnant twice, postpartum twice, like,
Right.
getting pregnant, you know? So, like, I totally understand. So my bad, Whitney. Jessica, you're absolutely right.
Thank you.
Anyway.
And
Yeah, I
then-
don't know. Like I liked it, but I didn't love it. And because
Yeah.
there's something I don't know, there's something off about it. Well, again, she did really well, but
Yeah.
I
Some
didn't
people
like
said
it.
they think she's, my FYP was a lot of Dancing with
Mm-hmm.
the Stars. My daughter saw it and she said that she thought she did better the last week.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we watched Whitney's one. She was like, I liked her better last week. She was like, she did good. She was like, she's just throwing it back. And I was like, yeah, she she was. But I saw a lot of hate online for Whitney. I don't know why. But they're like, she plays too much to the camera. Like, her faces are too much. And I was like, she's having fun.
she's
like,
a performer. That's what you're supposed to. And she's a dance girl. Like
yeah.
I get.
And she's,
I think that there was a lot of from the discourse I saw was that she
They were
was like
mad that
getting
she
really
laughed.
cocky. Well, she's
Yeah.
getting really like cocky about it, and she kind of is like getting up on her high horse a little too soon.
well, you know how she is.
Yeah, she's a
we
pop
watch
star.
her, so yeah. So she sometimes likes to be the villain, so it's okay. You
Yeah.
know? Don't do it though to everybody else. And then we have Lauren and Brandon. They
I'm
did mess up while
sad.
they danced.
So like
It wasn't bad, but you could definitely tell that there was a little bit of a mess up.
yes, for sure.
But it's week 3, so it's like give her a break.
She was at the bottom of the leaderboard. So like
I thought she was. I have to say, I thought she was. I thought she was better than. I thought she was better than Dylan and Daniela. Score wise, I thought she could have. She should have been. She should have been better than them, or maybe not them, but you know.
I don't know.
I didn't
It's
think
hard
she
to
was
say
as bad.
because I thought Dylan had an easier dance type, so he executed it well. While Lauren's was a little more difficult. I think they did the cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
Or the cha-cha, what is it? 3
Cha-cha.
chas or 2 chas?
No,
The
just cha-cha. Cha-cha.
Oh, wow. I sounded like an idiot for no reason.
Cha-cha-cha.
So the cha-cha, literally.
That's what you say after birthdays. Cha-cha-cha.
Oh, my God. But they had the cha-cha, so I thought it was, like, a little harder. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, overall, like, other than Jordan's dance, like, I really didn't like any of them. While I liked Robert's performance, I hated the song choice so much. Like, I just couldn't get past it. I think he did great. I still, like, voted for him, and I still hope he wins. But, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
So I did want to tell you that I did find out that they announced the songs for
For
Disney
next
night.
week, I know,
Yeah.
and I'm pissed off about that, too.
The one who should be doing High School Musical is not doing High School Musical.
So, I thought about that too. But in the beginning, the first episode, he did talk about how he's always living in his brother's shadows. Maybe he doesn't want to do High School Musical.
But it would be so cute. You know what I
It
mean?
would
Like,
be
it
so
would be
cute, and the girls would love it.
Yes.
You know, like the fans would die.
Yes.
But yeah,
But Robert's doing something from Zootopia, and I'm going to be honest.
Oh,
As
yeah.
much as I love that movie,
the Shakira song.
where was that? Did I miss that? I must have missed it.
It's just
because
like
I was like,
it's
Zootopia didn't have songs. Like, I
it's
don't
literally
know.
the only song. No, like
Oh, okay.
because we remember how I told you we watched it recently.
I thought he should do something from The Lion King or something. You know what I mean? Like an actual because he's who's picking the music for this? Because it hurt
All
my
of
eyes.
them,
Yeah.
all of them suck. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, when I saw
Oh,
this,
I think
pissed.
Jen. Was it Jen? Jen is doing one from Aladdin, I think. So I
Aladdin.
think that could be good.
But it's not even part of your world.
Yeah, I know, but still, she could still
It's
be
the
just
genie.
as
I think it's
Jasmine.
the genie song. I think.
The Wish. No, I thought it was Arabian Nights. Is it Arabian Nights?
If you say the name, I'll know it. Why can't they
It's not
just put
Prince
this?
Ali.
No, it is. Oh my God, why is this so difficult to find when I need a pinch? This is why we don't fact check people live.
Right.
For Disney night, they have "Friend Like Me."
Oh, I like that song. You ain't never had a friend like me.
I feel like that emphasizes the genie more. She to be the genie. So like I feel like that would have been like a good like Dylan song if they were gonna do it,
Yeah.
you know? Hilaria's doing Star Wars song, Cantina Band. Jordan is doing Special Spice from Tiana's Bayou Adventure Ride.
Yeah, and that I was like, what? I was like, they didn't pick
Once
good
Upon
ones.
a Dream from Maleficent for Alex.
First of all, don't.
I don't know
That's
that
my
one.
favorite. That's my favorite Disney movie is
Really? I've never seen it.
Sleeping Beauty, and I Know You. I Walked with You Once Upon a Dream. If they do it well, they'll
my
they'll kill it.
gosh.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah. So it's a Viennese waltz. So it's very like beautiful. It'll be really
So
nice.
then
I
it's
feel like.
oh, she's gonna kill it. If she does it right, she's gonna kill it because with that song, that is the kind of dance you do.
Yeah.
And if they somehow make her dress blue and pink,
that would be really cute.
love it. Okay.
Life is a Highway from Cars, which I'm
Cars,
actually
that's
excited for. I love
Dylan's
that
doing,
song.
right?
Yes. Dylan is doing
I
Life
like that.
as a
Me
Highway.
too. I like that too.
I love that. That is like that has gone double platinum in our house via
I'm sure it
Alexa.
has because it's a Cars.
Yeah, my daughter likes it too, actually. Danielle is doing I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book. So that'll be,
That's a good one.
yeah. Elaine is going to do Space Mountain from the Space Mountain ride. Like, what is this? Why are we doing ride songs? There are
Right.
people. Do you know how expensive Disney is? Do you think everybody's going to Disney World or Disneyland? No.
Right.
Don't put the...
Put the songs from movies. Songs from movies. What is Whitney doing?
I will get there. Riley and Scott are doing Bop to the Top from High School Musical, which I am excited for that because High School Musical was my jam.
I've never
Robert is doing Try Everything from Zootopia. And then Whitney, I think she's doing, The Room Where It Happens from Hamilton.
From Hamilton. I love me some Hamilton. I love me some Hamilton.
La Fiestin from Ratatouille for Andy and Emma.
I'm be honest, that's one Disney movie I've never seen in my life.
Oh, you would like it. You would like it. It's cute.
It's a rat in a kitchen? No, that grosses me out.
No, it's cute. It really is. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I saw this and I was like, what? Like,
Yeah, I'm like, you guys don't, like, I don't know. I was very disappointed.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed with tonight, and then seeing the song choices. I really hope it's a little better. Like, I don't know. I was so pissed off Tuesday night. I was like, what is this? And I had high hopes going into like, oh, they can make really like a cute thing. Like, you need to incorporate one of the dance. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like
wasn't.
fun, like TikTok dances. Like, I thought that was the whole point, not just the song, but like TikTok dances. Like,
I thought
you
it was
had to
gonna be the
incorporate the
song.
dance in the song.
Yeah. Yeah. And some, like I said, some did, some didn't. And it's like, and then sometimes I felt like, and I love Daniela. I'm pretty sure it was her. I can't remember. I feel like hers had too much of the TikTok dance and it took away from the dance. Like when he got behind her, Dylan and Daniela.
Yes.
Like when he got behind her and they did the whole thing. And I just felt then it kind of like took away from the dance. It felt like out of place. And like I said, Elaine and Allen like didn't even go for their TikTok like dance at all.
No.
They just did their own thing. And I'm like, I didn't like it. Carrie Ann pissed me off with her ooh, ooh thing. It was so weird. Oh, you didn't even see that probably because you didn't watch the judge. That was weird. Yeah, the judges were a mess. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. And like, they should have done better songs. They had like Charlie D'Amelio open up with Apple.
I did see that. I watched that.
Yeah. And there was like the troupe, like the other four people did a dance to another song that I felt like would have been a good song choice for a celebrity. And I'm like, what are we doing here? I honestly, I can't, like, two things about Robert's performance. Like, kudos to Whitney Carson for putting that choreography together for that piece of shit song that they got, considering they had to do a salsa. And two, like, fire whoever chose that song for them. That's horrible.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I was
picking these
pissed.
songs? Because this is not.
I don't know. Last year, I think it was last year, when Alona, you know Alona Mar?
I love her.
Yeah. So she was on Dancing with the Stars. She was like runner-up, I'm pretty sure. And everybody was like, she has to be Luisa from Encanto, the really
That
strong one.
Awesome.
They did it. Alan dressed up as a donkey and everything. It was hilarious.
Wow.
And like they listened and like they brought it last year, I thought, for like Disney night. This year,
This does not seem like it's going to be.
no. I was pissed. So you didn't miss much. And then like Lauren going home, like honestly, like at first I was like, no, there's no way. There's so many other people. I was so pissed. This, that. And then I was like, well, she did mess up. She was at the bottom of the leaderboard. She literally tied with Andy. And I don't, again, not like a big Fifth Harmony person, but apparently a lot of people do not like her. She doesn't have
They
like.
don't. They're like, she's not likable. That's what they
Yeah.
kept saying. She's not likable.
Yeah.
She didn't try to be likable. She didn't in
Which I
her
didn't think
packages.
so, but-
And I was like, oh, I thought I've only seen 2 packages with her, but I thought she seemed likable. She was doing it for
Yeah.
her abuela, and that's loving. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and she danced to work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, and her girls were there, except
Oh,
Camilla.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I
But-
know. I just like, I don't know. I am okay. I've come to terms with her going home because
Me
like
too. But I'm not, because like my whole team is almost gone, and like I said,
it is not almost gone. You have 4 more people, and honestly,
that's tough.
Whitney's gonna carry you to the end probably.
she probably is. I don't know
She
if she gets
probably
too
is.
cocky and her people don't like her.
You still have, who do you have? So you have Whitney Levitt, Jordan,
Jordan's doing
Andy, and Danielle. So Whitney
good. I mean,
and
Andy's
Jordan are
hanging
really.
on, but Andy's probably going this week. I don't understand why. I mean, Hilaria's a good dancer, but why is she still there? Who are her fans? I need
That's
to
a
meet
real
a
question.
Hilaria Baldwin fan. I did the scuttlebutt, which I don't know if it's true or not. I found out that's a way to say the rumors. It's an old
Since
person way,
when?
but yeah, I don't know. It's old. Somebody said it at
Gotcha.
work, and I fell in love with it. I was like, ooh, scuttlebutt. Oh, because we're talking about Disney. Scuttle. Okay.
Scuttle,
But anyway,
yeah.
they were saying that Alec Baldwin is buying votes. They were
Literally.
saying that
Wouldn't put it past him.
he wants her there, so he's buying the votes.
Well, Kris Jenner was in the audience on behalf of Hilaria. Maybe
That's
she's
weird.
having all the Kardashian Jenner people do it. You know, this big crew over there. Yeah, I will say I'm shocked that from my team, Hilaria and Scott. Wait, I have Scott.
You do.
I don't know why I
Because
thought
you
you did.
picked Riley. That was your first person.
No, Daniela was my Dylan
Oh,
was my
Daniela
first.
was your first. Okay.
Yeah, but nonetheless, yeah. I mean, I feel confident with my top 4: Elaine, Hilaria, and Scott. Like, gotta go. And yours too, Whitney, Jordan, and Danielle are your 3. Because Lauren was your 4th, she's out. Yeah. Which I felt like would have been a strong one. Because I will say, when she danced like her first 2 weeks, I was like, man, this was a mistake not picking her. But crazy. But honestly, just the way people are talking about Andy Richter on TikTok, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it further than you think. Like, I think the way tonight went and the way TikTok is conversating, I think Scott's going to go home.
I do think that Andy is cute. Like, I love watching him because, like I said, he is honestly enjoying his time.
Yeah. Like,
he does. He's one of those, I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time, and he's having a good time. And I love seeing that, so that makes me happy.
Yeah. Like, genuinely think maybe even Danielle would go home before him. I hope not, but, like, I wouldn't be surprised.
This is going to be controversial. I'm not a fan of her.
Like her dancing or like her period?
Like her as a person.
Why? What did Sting ever do to you?
So, just she backed that director that touched kids and stuff, and her and Ryder Strong wrote a letter about what a great guy he was. And so that turned
not Harvey Weinstein, right?
No. It was like one of the Nickelodeon or Disney. I don't remember which one. And her and Ryder Strong and then Eric from Boy Meets World, they all wrote a letter. They all wrote character letters saying how great the person was. And I was like, I can't back somebody who backs a sexual predator. So it bothers me. Especially because you wrote the character things for his sentencing. So you would
Dan Schneider?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what the name was. I just remember. It might have been Dan Schneider. It might have been, if he was. But
he was Nickelodeon.
All 3 of them wrote a letter. So it might not have been him, but all 3 of them wrote a letter for it. And it grosses me out. And so I don't like her as a person because I can't back somebody who backs a sexual predator. So, but I picked her on my team because I thought she'd be good. But it won't hurt my feelings if she goes home.
Goes next week. I do hope somebody from my team leaves so you are not just totally, knocked out.
Yeah.
Completely. But I don't know. Whitney will have you on there.
I think so. I think Whitney will get me far, and or Jordan. I think Jordan will do very well.
Do you have anything going on this weekend?
No, I was thinking about it. I was like, we're getting our carpets cleaned tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So that's like the highlight
Thrilling.
of the day.
Yes.
Woo-woo, but yeah.
Yeah, we're not really doing anything either. As I told you, I was supposed to be going to Myrtle Beach, but my husband has to go into work tomorrow. So we are just having a chill weekend. I kind of want to go pumpkin picking, though. I want to get some pumpkins for, like, the front of my house for, like, decor. So I think we will do that. We do have to put on the calendar our annual apple picking trip that we do every year, which we're going to sans like the actual apple picking, right? We're going to do like an apple fest in LJ. Okay. Because I was like, I don't really want to pick apples with these 2 kids. And especially now with your butt issue.
My butt issue.
Your fractured tailbone. We will not walk up and down orchards, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. As long as they have
fried pies
and
apple cider donuts.
Was it that? Apple cider donuts? Yeah, but there was something else that I wanted. Green apples. As long as we can find a place that does green apples. Because I love green apples.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah. So we will see. We'll put that on the books for us. We'll figure that out.
Yep.
But so that is our episode. And thank you for listening. And stay tuned next week.
Okay, bye.